Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Burke, and I'm the founder of Rachel's Vineyard Ministries, the largest post-abortion ministry in the world. What I would like to talk today about is the common states of trauma. I'm going to call them the 5 F's. These are responses that we can go into when we feel threatened as a result of a traumatic experience. And when it comes to an abortion loss, because the loss is never mourned, because for many people it remains a carefully guarded secret, it can feel really threatening to even consider the idea of going and reaching out for healing. So the first response is the fight response, which is a natural reaction when you feel afraid or threatened by something. And the topic of abortion can be very threatening to people who haven't been able to resolve their feelings of grief and loss and even rage over what happened to them. And for so many people, abortion is a symptom of so many other losses, including sexual abuse. So this gets tangled into one big threatening topic, and it makes it very intimidating to be able to approach even the concept of healing with any kind of peace. And the goal of healing, of course, is a restoration of peace and a state of calm and relaxation, which doesn't happen when you're in the traumatic responses, going around like a pinwheel for some people. The next state would be the flight response. So if you're not going to fight it out with someone and argue about abortion, or you're going to flee the issue, which means the topic of abortion, the word itself is just so painful you can't even stand to hear it spoken. And anyone who's going to discuss it, you're going to avoid like the plague. That's the flight response, consistent with traumatic memory and trying to avoid that memory because it hurts so badly. The third one is fear. So we have the fight and the flight and now fear, where one's experience of abortion is just so painful it becomes a scary topic that you don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. It would be like being asked to jump off a cliff because you're sure that if you approach the issue, it's going to kill you. There's many women and men who feel that way when they are confronted with painful memories and feelings. They just fear them, and therefore then they'll flee them. And then there's the freeze response, where the stress, the adrenaline, the noradrenaline, all the toxic emotions, and the body's natural hormonal response to stress actually creates a freeze or a paralysis of the victim of such stress. And so these folks can feel completely powerless and paralyzed and unable to take the steps that they need and so desperately want. They really can't. So whether you're someone who suffered the loss of a child from abortion, or you're somebody who cares about a loved one who you know is suffering, understand that these are natural responses to stress and the hormones, and it's a physiological response to trauma characterized by wanting to fight or flight or fear of approaching the topic or freeze and paralysis. And all these responses inhibit you or someone you love from getting the help you need. So I want you to know that in Rachel's Vineyard, we so understand the traumatic nature of an abortion decision and all the surrounding issues that can really impede a person's recovery. And you know what? You deserve to heal. There's people who have a tried and true process, who've been through it themselves, who will give you the understanding and the support and the peaceful place that you need so you can focus on this issue and get to the other side of it, where you can actually transform it into a strength instead of something that drives your trauma and all your choices afterwards. So I hope to see you at a Rachel's Vineyard retreat. Take courage. There's people who know and understand, and we're here to help. God bless you.